Hello and welcome to Life Extension Live. I'm your host, Dr. Crystal. Dr. Mike, we're missing you, but you are here in spirit with us. As you can see today, it's all about yoga, the benefits of yoga for core strength. I'll give you all some insight on the inspo for this show. We publish a wellness blog, lifeextension.com/wellness. And a recent wellness blog was written all about yoga for core strength. And we decided to bring that blog to life with an expert yoga instructor. Yoga can be beneficial. This thousands of years old wellness tradition can be beneficial for health. Anyone can do it. You just need a good instructor. So on today's show, we're going to be joined by our local yoga expert who will help us learn a few easy yoga techniques you can do at home to help strengthen our core. Joining us today is Nicole Ciasca. Did I pronounce that correctly? Fantastic. She is a NASM certified personal trainer and completed her 200-hour, I almost said 200-hour yoga teacher training in 2015. Nicole works with her clients to improve their mental and physical health through posture restoration. So she's going to help us as well just discover the world of yoga. Again, we say that yoga is for everyone. And we always like to start off our shows with just kind of finding out how an individual got started with something. Yoga is so personal, so healing. How did you find yoga?
Well, thank you for having me.
You're welcome.
So I've always just been really in tune with my health, my body, mental and physical. And for a really long time, yoga was not even on my radar. And one day I took a class with the right teacher and I just fell in love with it. And I've been doing it since then. And I decided to get certified.
Well, that's fantastic. Those of you who are joining us, what is your experience with yoga? Do you practice yoga? What type of yoga do you like? And the reason I want you to put that into the chat is because I have a funny story. When I first discovered yoga, I was working at a college, Meredith College. That's where I received my master's degree. And I was also working there, and they had a wellness program for the staff. And I started practicing yoga then. And the yoga, because there were people in there, all ages, it was such a type of yoga where I just felt rejuvenated when it was over. Lots of stretching, very calm. And then I moved to South Florida and went to South Beach and went to a hot yoga class. And I can remember that experience. I said, what is this? This is not what I'm used to. Is this even yoga? And so it's important for beginners to know that there are different types of yoga. Which type would you kind of recommend for someone who's just getting started?
Absolutely. So I wouldn't walk into hot yoga.
Tip number one.
If that's like your first exposure to it, it can be intimidating. Most studios do offer a beginner's yoga class. Those are always great. You also want to look for classes that say they're restorative or yin. That's where you're going to get a lot of the deeper stretching and just time to kind of check out for a little bit.
Okay, that's my kind of yoga. Now, yoga, most people think about yoga for flexibility. They see people doing all of these ultra flexible moves. Some people also think about strength, but people rarely kind of consider the core work. And so since we're talking about core, that's our focus. Can you explain to our viewers what we mean when we say we're supporting the core? What is the core?
So our core is both the abdomen and all of the muscles that run up and down our spine, so in our back. And we want to make sure we're giving both sides of the core attention and plenty of activation, not just stretching, so that our spines are properly supported.
Okay, so that's tip number 2, because we gave you the first tip. Don't start off with hot yoga as your beginning yoga. But also, when you're considering the core, we're not just talking about abs. reps. So this is more than just crunches and just trying to strengthen the front area that we typically think about in swimsuits and shirts off.
Exactly.
So the back is a part of the core.
Yeah.
And the back is helping with, I know you mentioned posture.
Yes.
So it's supporting posture. And how else can supporting the entire core, including the back, help?
So whenever you're lifting your posture, keeping those back muscles strong, you're also opening up those breathing muscles. So when we're breathing properly, we're getting proper blood flow through the rest of our body to all of our organs, to our other muscles.
Yes.
You're going to feel more energized. You're going to have a lot less pain, which is a big one.
Okay. And speaking of breathing, our viewers will hear us talking about breath work, or are you kind of helping me and reminding me to breathe? How important is breathing whenever you are kind of practicing the yoga and performing some of the moves?
It's the most important.
Okay.
Breathing is number one in life. We need to breathe before we can do anything else. So we always want to take a good amount of time at the start of any practice to really come into our breath and make sure that we're breathing properly and we're not breathing shallow.
Okay.
So we're getting those muscles awake and our blood is moving.
All right. Well, it's time to look at some of the moves. You can
do it.
Take me through some of them. Now, I do take a yoga class or practice yoga about once a week, but I'm not a professional. So I figured she's going to show us moves that I can do and you can do as well. So let's get started.
All right. So we're going to come into a really comfortable seated position. So we're down on the floor, but if you're at home and you want to stay on a chair or the couch, you can do that as well. Just make sure you're nice and tall.
Okay.
And we're going to bring the right hand over our heart. Bring that left hand over the belly, just above your navel.
Okay.
And you want to get really comfortable here through the sit bones up to the crown. Maybe lower your eyelids, relax your jaw. Okay. And right now, we're just observing our breath. So
breath work.
Yes. What's happening with your breath right now?
Now, do I breathe in through my nose, out through my mouth, or how?
So we're breathing in through the nose and out through the nose right now.
Oh.
And you're going to notice your hands moving. And as you're here, if you notice your hand on your chest is moving a lot more than the hand down on your belly, I want you to challenge yourself to send that breath a little bit deeper.
Okay.
So we're breathing down into the belly and we're looking for more movement in that hand down low. So when we achieve that, we know our diaphragm is working, and that is our primary breathing muscle.
I really have to think about that. It is not normal for me to I feel like I'm pushing my belly out when I breathe.
Yes.
That's what I should be doing.
So you're inhaling, you're going to feel your hands rise, and on the exhale, the hands are going to fall. And having to think about it is kind of the point. We want to bring that awareness in and take that time to notice, where's our breath, where is our body. And once we're here and we're settled into that deep breath, let's go ahead and come into a tabletop position. Okay. So we're going to build on that. So if you have healthy knees, you can go ahead and roll into that tabletop.
Okay.
And
here's the test of my knees. Can I do it? Yes.
You got it.
All right. That's all my curcumin that I take. My curcumin, my ginger, my omega-3s.
Those anti-inflammatories. So we're going to keep the shoulders and wrists stacked, and then our hips and our knees stacked as well.
Okay.
And we're moving from the tailbone first. So as you inhale, you're going to go ahead and untuck your tailbone, dropping the belly down. So you're spreading the abdomen here, pinching the shoulder blades, and you're going to tilt your chin back.
Okay.
So we're bringing the spine into extension here.
Now, are my hands okay? Are they should be under my shoulders?
Yeah,
right?
So shoulders and wrists are stacked. Okay. And then you can go ahead and spread your fingertips, maybe claw down a little bit at the mat.
Okay.
Just so all the pressure isn't in your wrists.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah. And then from here, we're going to start vacuuming up into our cat spine. So pulling that tailbone underneath, draw the abdomen up.
Okay.
And you're going to push the ground away, dropping the head down.
So I'm pushing at the ground.
Yep, and you're bringing your abdomen with you. So belly button and rib cage are drawing up, up, up to the spine.
Now, should I be pushing through my fingertips as well?
Yes.
Okay.
And one more time, we're going to go ahead from the tailbone, untucking, dropping the belly.
What is this pose called?
This is cow pose.
Cow pose.
Yes.
Okay.
Pinching the shoulder blades and tilting back.
Okay. There's so many things to think about. Pinching the shoulder blades, and tailbone back.
Yes.
Head up.
Your head back. Yes.
Fingers and then go ahead into the ground.
Pinch the shoulders down a little bit, creating that space.
Okay.
And then we're going to go ahead and press away one more time.
All right.
Bring the abdomen along.
Okay, and I'm pulling my belly button
to your spine.
Okay.
And next, inhale.
I'm not breathing.
Breathe, breathe.
Breathe.
I want to hear the breath.
Okay.
And into your tabletop. So long spine here. Keep drawing the belly button up gently. We're going to come into a little bit of balance.
Okay.
So let's take that right arm and left leg. We're reaching out nice and long.
Okay.
And let's hang out here for a breath as well. In through the nose and out through the nose. Returning to the mat. Breathing, and let's sweep the left arm and right leg back. Reaching.
I feel more stable this side. Do you ever find that where one side is you're able to perform the move better?
So most of us have a dominant side.
Okay.
And what you want to do with that, this is all information. So take that information and maybe work on that side a little more often to balance things out. So on the exhale, we're going to go ahead and come back into that tabletop.
Okay.
From here, we're going to lower it down onto our stomachs.
All right.
And we're going to give those back muscles some
all the way
attention
down.
here. All the way down. Taking our arms, stretching them all the way up.
Okay.
We're going to go ahead and let the forehead relax. And breathing in, left arm, right leg, reaching up. Find a breath.
Left arm, right leg. Okay.
Perfect. Again, sending that energy from fingertips to toes.
That should be reaching out.
Reaching as long as you can.
Toes pointed.
Pointed is good. Flexed is good. Kind of, explore it. What feels good.
And then what part is this? I feel this in my back. So this is where we're working that entire core.
Yes, we are working all of the muscles up and down your spine. On your exhale, relax down.
The relaxation part is good, everyone.
Always. It's the best
And remember
part.
to breathe. I'm finding that I'm not breathing.
Which is common. Just keep inviting that awareness back. Right arm, left leg this time.
All right.
Again, breathe in through the nose, out through the nose.
Okay. I love this. I think anyone can do this. Now, for some of us, we get down here on the floor, we may need a little help getting back up. But once you're on the floor, this is not that bad.
It's a fun place to be, right?
Yes.
As you exhale, relax back down. And we're going to sweep the arms back.
Okay.
And now we're going to pick everything off the mat, drawing back, pinching the shoulder blades, reaching up.
Okay, so I've taken classes. This is called the dead bug pose, or no?
This is Locust Pose.
Okay. No, maybe there's something where you're kind of...
There is a dead bug that on your back, laying on your back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, not the dead bug. All right. So, again, I do feel this all throughout my back.
Yeah, so you should be feeling it pretty good from the shoulders all the way down. Maybe even a little bit down into your legs as well.
This is really good. And so should we look up again with this, or...
So you want to keep your neck neutral.
Okay.
We just don't want to let our head drop down. Remember, your head is a part of your spine.
Okay.
And let's go ahead and relax down.
I'm the student that asks lots of
I
questions,
love
if you can't tell.
questions. I'm happy to answer questions.
So now we relax.
Relaxing down, bringing your forehead to the mat.
All right, because I felt that in my back. So this relaxation, this is one thing I really like about yoga. I have to just tell you all who are viewing, there are always relaxation moments all throughout. At least the kind of yoga that I like.
Yeah, we're not pushing ourselves. We're pushing ourselves, but we're also thanking ourselves for everything our body does and can do.
And I think one great thing about yoga, just talking, I'm the talker in the yoga class as well, is that it's bringing awareness to parts of your body that you don't really think about. Like, I don't think normally, okay, what's the positioning of my spine, or do I feel that in my back, or am I breathing, or am I holding my breath? And I love that awareness that yoga brings.
It helps across your entire life, all movement. The more you're able to bring that awareness into your movement, even with like strength training, you're gonna move so much more efficiently and safer as well.
Awesome.
Let's go ahead and bring it back. So stretching out the back now.
Okay.
Bringing your knees wider than your hips.
Okay.
We're just going to sit back again, bringing that forehead down. Take a breath here. In our child's pose.
Now I see why babies like to sleep like this.
It's very comforting. It's very grounding. And you can go ahead when you're ready. Walk your hands up. Lift your shoulders. Go ahead and give them a roll back.
You all hear me breathing? I'm finally breathing.
She's got it. She's got it.
At the end of the show, I've mastered my breath work.
You're ready.
At least for now.
Ready to take on the day.
Wow. So thank you. This was amazing. I hope that you all have enjoyed some of these yoga positionings to help the core strength. Again, remember, core is not just about the belly. It's about the sides. It's about the back support as well that can help you years and years down the road. Now, Nicole, do you have any final thoughts for our viewers?
Breathe. Take that time, just like we did, even if it's 5 minutes out of your day, to just sit with yourself and notice your breath. Everything else comes after that.
Well, that's fantastic. Now, you do train or teach yoga virtually. You have a virtual practice?
I do. So I meet with my clients privately on FaceTime or Zoom. My website is restorativemoves.com.
All right, restorativemoves.com. Maybe you can find Nicole and find one of her yoga classes. And hey, listen, we go live every single Wednesday, 12 noon. So make sure you join our show. Remember to click interested, click the like button, have a watch party with your friends. And if you're interested in learning more about yoga, kind of the beginner's guide to yoga to strengthen your core, you can head over to lifeextension.com/yoga. The wellness blog that we mentioned is up on the Life Extension website. Again, lifeextension.com/yoga, and you'll be able to find that article. Nicole, thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate it. Hopefully, we'll be able to have Nicole back, since you're a personal trainer, to show us some training moves.
Absolutely. I'd love to.
Okay, well, look out for that show. I'm Dr. Crystal. This is Nicole. Thanks so much for watching.